Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable, where we attempt to chat about all things music. We are your hosts, Kim, Clint, Lyle, and Vicky. Please sit back and get into the music groove with us.
Your face.
Yes.
I mean, it was in the general vicinity. It just wasn't right in front of my face.
Correct. It was close.
Right? I was like, what?
Yeah, it wasn't close.
It wasn't close. It was in the middle of the table.
Yes.
It's fine. I can shout.
Sure.
Why do you sound so far away? It's where it should be.
You can adjust it on your thing.
I can.
Well, you're just
I can.
allowing for Lyle to be able to speak up or whatever.
That's right.
You're just giving me that weird look across the table like, no, you're not ready.
You're not ready.
I'm ready, totally ready. Nothing's missing. It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
What do we have for that?
I have a question.
42.
We can see if we have,
Exactly.
see if we have an answer.
Is streaming the final frontier?
It seems like it, but I'm sure they'll come up with something new.
That's a great question, except for like maybe a little context behind
So
that.
streaming music anyway. So history
Well,
of
this is a music podcast. Come on.
No,
history of how we listen to music.
Yeah.
Okay. So the phonograph was the very first invention. Okay. Back in 1877.
Jeez.
Okay. So that was your first introduction into
Playing
being
music.
Well, recording.
Recording. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you had the graphophone. Same idea. Then the gramophone. And then records. So records came later.
Which one's the one that plays cylinders?
Don't know.
Oh, you missed that one then. Okay.
Yeah, probably the phonograph. One of those three.
I
think they're all the same.
I was
There's like a
going to
wax
say, I think they
cylinder.
were very
Yeah.
similar. The graphophone,
Must have-
maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't
But
remember.
did you
which
know
one is-
records were made out of glass at one point?
No.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know.
How the heck would you record on glass?
Right?
I don't know. Then they went to plastic, which
Yeah.
is what everybody
Makes sense.
knows.
Yeah.
So we listened to records, bought records for
Years.
years,
Yeah.
right? Till early 90s, I guess you could say. But anyway,
Yeah.
but in between there, we had 8-track.
Track. Well,
Which is great
we
for-
didn't.
Well, we didn't. Well,
Did
sorta.
you?
We had
Well,
8-track.
I didn't.
No,
but
I did not grow up with 8-track.
No,
did.
8-track had moved on to
That was-
cassettes by the time.
So in cars, that was a great invention that
Mm-hmm.
you could actually listen to something other than the radio.
Oh, I do remember it because
Okay.
my brother got a Maverick
Yeah.
in the, what year was that? 89?
Yeah.
And it came with an 8-track. That was
Yeah.
my first time seeing an 8-track. And it also, they gave him a case of 8-track cassettes.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what the hell is that? Yes. Yes. So I did eventually see one,
It's
but
like
I
the
did not grow up with
Betamax of
one.
VHS, right?
So there's one advantage of the 8-track, though. You didn't have to rewind it.
What?
It just continued playing.
That's
It was a
bizarre.
loop system, apparently.
loop
Yeah,
system.
well, yeah. The advantage of it is like, yeah, your tracks were at set points, so you could literally push the button and it would skip ahead.
Yep.
So, like when you had your record, obviously,
You'd have to flip
if
it.
anybody has records, if they know it, you knew how to move the needle between the space
Yes.
between the songs
Yeah.
and get it there.
Yeah.
You didn't have that. Like the science, literally just you pushed the button, it jumped to the next track, and that was the advantage of your 8-track.
Okay. Well, like
Yeah.
I said, I know nothing about 8-tracks. I know what they look like. I didn't know
Yeah.
how they work.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you learn something new.
And something new.
So now, then you had tape,
Yes.
which revolutionized music with
Portability.
portability, right? You
Right.
had your Walkman, your...
I mean, that was, I think, our biggest, that was our age, was tape.
Correct. And it could
Yeah.
be taken anywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anywhere. We
Yeah.
could record off the radio.
Yeah.
You could
Eventually.
eventually you
yeah.
just sit there and listen to whatever station and you're like, I want
And
that
hope
song.
the DJ doesn't play into your favorite song.
Exactly.
Or talking to your
Talking
favorite
to it.
song. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we had that. And then CDs came around.
Yes.
You had
Basically,
to buy your whole collection
collection
all
over
over
again.
again.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
and thank goodness to to Columbia Record Columbia House.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the penny. 1 penny. Liars.
Buy all the CDs over again for next to nothing.
Next to nothing.
Yeah.
Then you buy your 2 or 3 or 4 CDs, and then you cancel it, and then you buy your 7 again for a penny.
That's right.
Yeah.
Work the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then,
And you try to explain that to kids now, and they don't understand what a penny is, what a cassette is, what it,
Right?
CD is.
yeah. And then we had Napster.
Good old Napster.
Computers came out, Napster, music files sharing, you had
Yeah.
LimeWire.
Oh, yeah, LimeWire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was stuff that wasn't released, people would take, or even stuff that
Yeah.
was released, people would put it on there. And
They would share their files.
Metallica did the whole suit against Napster.
Yeah.
And
it was what they call peer-to-peer network.
Yeah.
And it was allowing you to share. So it was something that we all did all along. Is like someone bought us a tape, a CD, cassette, whatever, and
Yeah. You'd copy it for them. And,
someone would
Yeah.
share it with you.
Yeah.
So it was just on a global scale as someone would buy it. And I
I
understand,
never thought of it that way. But yeah.
I understand, Metallica's or Lars
Yeah.
reluctance to it because it did kill the music industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the time that was how the music got around. Like prior to it, it was just, we all like not everyone could afford everything, so someone would buy it, and then that's where cassettes were great. Is someone would buy it, or it would be play on the radio, and we had a medium in which to record it,
Yeah.
and that we would record it and
So
share
you
it.
get it for like pennies on the dollar compared to paying for the actual.
For the actual
Yeah.
media itself. Yeah.
And people could afford probably a cassette,
Well, yeah,
or
over
it
the
wasn't
actual
killing
thing.
the music industry.
No.
Whereas this, it was worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you had a computer and
Yeah, you could take music.
yeah,
You could get
an
music.
internet service, the dial-up at the time,
Yeah.
you could download whatever you wanted.
It took
right?
forever.
It took
I was going
forever,
to say,
yeah.
as the dial-up sounds play in my head. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then iTunes.
You've got mail.
So
Yes, iTunes.
yes, iPods
Legal
came
Napster.
out. iPods came out, which that was
Yeah.
another form that you could actually take your CDs, put
Yeah.
them on your computer, and then you could
Yeah.
download them onto your computer and then transfer them to your iPods.
Again, all a lot of work and a pain in the ass.
Yes,
Yeah,
Apple
was-
Apple was a pain because Apple
Yeah.
really wanted you to buy the music through Apple.
Yes.
So there wasn't many programs that would rip to an MP4.
Yes.
Whereas obviously there was lots of programs that would rent to MP3. So if you had
And
Android,
there's
or
a
something,
bunch of MP3,
MP3
players
players,
and
yeah.
iPods, the different brands.
Yeah.
And all
I
that.
still have my iPod.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, I think our kids still have theirs too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
never had one.
Alan was like, "This is the last one. Like, I can't get another one if this one breaks down."
You're
All right.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
got
heaven
one, and then
forbid.
the charger cord
Mm-hmm.
got dirty and cooked my iPod. That was it. That was the end of that. Yeah,
or
I
Apple
don't
planned
remember what happened to my
obsolescence.
first one, but yeah.
it fried it.
Yeah, the
It was
batteries
bad.
Yeah,
sometimes
but it could
swell.
be
Don't
Apple
remember
and
that.
planned
maybe.
obsolescence.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah, Apple's notorious for that.
Yeah.
For which? Sorry.
Apple and planned obsolescence. They actually
Oh, yeah.
they roll out updates to
To stop
your
your
phone.
previous
Yeah.
stuff from
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
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 That's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
And then came Spotify and every other streaming
Streaming
service
service.
now. So
Again,
That's
legal
what-
Napster.
Legal Napster.
you know,
Yeah.
I know they're not making as much money from selling records and tapes,
Yeah.
but now everything's gone back to either records, which everybody
And
Yeah,
Tapes are coming
LPs
back.
made a
Tapes are coming
comeback.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CDs haven't disappeared.
No.
They're
No.
still there.
No, because I think every one of those mediums has a value, and I don't think they'll ever fully
That's why
disappear.
I'm like, is there another medium that we could? Do you
I don't
think?
know if there could be another one. Like, what else could there be past streaming?
The thing is okay. So at the time that you're in it, at like you would never think, when you had a record, oh, there's no other better way to listen to this, and something comes
There
along.
still isn't.
and then
yeah,
yeah.
right.
because that
100%.
comes along, no, there'll be no better way to listen to it, except for when you have a pencil and you have to rewind. Anyways,
You digress.
Let me tell you a story of tragedy from my childhood.
Yes.
as long as you had a number 2 pencil, you were
right.
okay.
And tape.
Yeah.
And Scotch
You
tape.
hope.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That the tape didn't get bent or anything.
Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, but every time it comes out, you can't at the moment you can't fathom what would be next. But there always is advantages in it. So yes, I think there would be something in the future. It'd probably be some implant in your head, and the music just goes in there.
Gross. But yeah.
Right? I was going to say, there's going to be something new.
what- yeah,
If that comes out, I marketed it here.
TM trademark stamp. But it's just the actual physical media. I don't think there would be necessarily something else, because obviously streaming's not a physical media. It's
digital.
It's digital. So then, yeah, like you're saying, maybe in your head, okay, maybe that would make sense. But you're not ever going to have like another type of record or CD or tape.
No, like obviously.
That's what I mean. Like the whole thing
Physical.
with LPs making a comeback. Like if there was something new that they could do, they would probably go with something new rather than bringing something old back.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like one of the things is like obviously so a lot of things are pushing towards streaming and people are giving up their collections and that, but on the same time there's some of us old school people like myself which are actually holding on to
the old
the
media.
physical media wherever I can, because like the physical media is only as good as the players you have in which to play it. But on the same time with streaming, if something goes wrong with the servers or anything like this, then it's all gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
You've got nothing. Whereas at least as long as I can find a CD player or a record player or a cassette player, which I have in various places,
Have
I
you
can play.
tried that lately? When's the last
cassette
time we
player?
actually used the cassette player? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it works. It's been a while.
It's a 2-deck.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So we can record
Nice.
things.
So I can make you all mixtapes if you wanted
Back
to.
to making mixtapes. It was so much fun.
trying to
Yes,
think of a
please.
question here. So.
I was gonna say I could still do that. I could do that with CDs too because I got CDs to burn, and
yeah.
I got my
Yeah,
music.
CDs.
I have all my physical media, but obviously because streaming and downloading is makes it
You also have it on your
Easier.
phone.
access. I have it on my phone, but I also have it backed up on my computer. So all I have to do is put in that thing, and I can make anybody you want a mixtape of anything you want.
Nice.
Do you? So we've got the past experiences of
All the
records
videos,
Yeah.
and all that. Do you think now though, like people that are like McKenna's age or younger, they don't know what it was like when we were younger? Are they? Do
Everything's-
you think they're curious now? Because I know McKenna's like, I want records,
Oh, they're totally
or
curious.
they're like,
Yeah.
I want CDs.
They're all about the vintage.
yes.
Right? Because everything they've had is at their fingertips. They've grown up with things at their fingertips. Having to work for it or make it work, I guess maybe be the better way. It's not something that they're used to, right? And so then, people talking about these vintage things and how they sound compared to digital age. Yeah. It makes
like
sense.
a record sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to-
Because what you would do is like obviously you can get the digital format, you can clean up the sound, and you can make it as pure as possible and stuff. And it's good music. It's just there is something nostalgic of putting the record on. You get the little cracks in the pops.
I was going to say
and
the
stuff.
little scratches and everything.
It just
yeah.
there's a depth to
Yeah.
the music that you will not get from your digital medium.
Something's missing. It has no soul.
Well, and I think it was Alan Cross. He did a whole thing on it. Is like people have gone and changed things because obviously it's vinyl and it's just a needle pulling it. So people have experimented with records and like it's going to sound horrible, but literally let mold grow on it so that when the needle comes around, it changes the sound. And
Interesting.
But okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to do that myself,
No.
but I could see how that would be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, but it's a way of changing the sound, which I don't know. Going way back, just like the technology behind the record. If you go back to it, like the original ones, like the ones you're talking about, they were wax cylinders.
Yes,
Yeah.
wax
It
cylinders,
was literally the signal was literally kind of like dug into a wax cylinder, and
and
it's
it
just
plays on the.
it's just the way that, the vibrations from the needle
Yeah.
going across it. carries the sound, produces the sound, and stuff like this. You know, that was over 100 years ago, whatever, 100 and almost 150 years ago.
Yeah.
And like someone came up with this technology and was able to carry a sound, was able to take all of a sudden that big band that they saw,
That opera singer.
and they brought it into the home. The thing took up half the room of the home, but they brought it into the home, and all of a sudden, you could have that big band experience through this
In your home, yeah.
thing sitting in your living room.
Well, that's what when you're saying like a 150-year-old technology, it was like 60 odd years of records, 70 years. And then all of a sudden we went from 8-track, tape,
cassette,
CD
to
streaming.
Because wasn't CDs though already a thing even when there was tapes?
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't used for
It wasn't used yet, but it was there.
Yeah. Because we had like Laserdisc, which
It was
yeah,
also
everything, right?
the cost involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't bring it out.
and putting things like one of the things like cassette made sense because a lot of the masters were done on a magnetic tape on a bigger scale, but it was done on a magnetic tape, and then from that mass produced into the smaller cassettes that everyone would buy. But that's where your true masters were held onto these metal or magnetic strips and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird. It's like, so yeah, your masters would literally be on the magnetic tape, and then it would be put into a CD. You'd think like, why wouldn't they have done it digital way back when? But they didn't have
the technology.
They didn't have the technology. They didn't have the infrastructure to be able to do it at that point in time.
And now we have all these tapes,
Which
that
is
are
actually
not
kind of funny.
biodegradable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That goes back as when we did the
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen thing or whatever. So like he had what was it, the 4-track
Yeah.
setup at home, and it produced this sound he loved, and you just couldn't reproduce it in a studio.
Yeah.
You know, you have thousands of dollars of equipment in the studio, and he did it on a couple $100 of equipment
Radio
in the
Shack
home.
equipment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
I say that though, actually, that the big equipment in his home was actually pretty expensive at the time.
It would have been, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
like if you want to listen to Spotify without having commercials, or if you want to listen to it, it's tired. Now you got to pay for it. Back then, you bought a tape, which was
paid
how much?
once.
$5.99 or something like that when it first came out.
Yeah.
Records were a little bit more.
Yeah, $12. Yeah.
Yeah, and then CDs came out.
I don't know. I remember cassettes being around $10.
Yeah, some of them, definitely.
And then CDs came out. They were 25. I think it was $25. I think that's what it was.
15?
it all fluctuated.
And now you're looking at records that are 28,
40.
$30. I paid $65 for a Def Leppard record,
Yeah.
their last release, because it was red and yellow.
Yes.
Which they did way back when. It was like my dad's got like, Elvis
They were.
record.
Now CDs are like
Gold, yeah.
CDs are $8.99.
CDs are more than that.
Are they going up now?
They fluctuate.
they're-
They fluctuate.
When they come out new,
New
they're
releases-
their 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or $15,
Yeah.
whatever, and yeah.
20s.
I obviously haven't bought them for
Yeah, I
a
was
while.
going to say, you have bought them for a while because, we're still buying them and they're,
I was
they're
going
not
to say,
cheap.
I think Brian Adams was like 25 or something, wasn't it?
I think the biggest problem there is it's like not all places are carrying them. So
No,
all of a
so
sudden,
it's
like
expensive.
you can find it on the artist's site. Great. Now
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're just paying $20 in shipping.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
so it
adds
costs
to
even
the
more.
costs as well.
Yeah.
And where do you buy them now? You've got
What is
record stores.
the
You got
one record
Sunrise.
Sunrise,
Sunrise,
Records.
that's
We
it.
got Sunrise
or you can
Records.
order
London
them off
Drugs.
of Amazon.
Yeah, but even that, like, it's expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because London Drugs actually has a very decent section.
That's shrinking though.
I was going to say, do they still?
Yeah, well,
Do
the
they?
one in Langley does still have a decent sized section. It's
Okay.
along that one wall. You have to go into the
Yeah, like they
area.
still have the CDs. They've phased out the DVDs and
I know. We're talking
Yeah.
about the CDs and the records. They
Yeah.
have a good section.
like
for
they have a
CDs and
big
records.
record selection there. Like
Oh,
which
wow.
Yeah.
I won't say it rivals an actual record store, but
No,
they
it's decent.
definitely have
A good chunk.
enough that where they can compete with it.
So
I
we
miss
just
when
don't.
Best Buy had CDs and movies.
I know.
We just can't
That was
go
the
to a
best place
record
to
store
go.
and just hang out there all day like we did at HMV.
No.
I miss HMV. Yeah, and the little thing where you could put it on
HMV is
your
so
The
ear
listening
and listen to
stations.
the listening
Yeah.
stations.
Yep.
That was, I think that was a smart marketing tool for the time or whatever.
Except now I go, ew.
We didn't. I was gonna say we don't think about it now.
No, but just
But it was an interesting tool though, because you could try before you buy kind of idea.
100%. Yeah.
And at that time, it's like you listen to music, you like the music, you bought the music, you went home with it.
Exactly.
Like something like that nowadays is you listen to the music. Well, one, if you had Spotify, you listen to the music. Well, you always go back and can listen to it. But you could listen to the music and then somehow download it or get it in, maybe not so much legal ways of getting it or whatever. But with the streaming of nowadays, I think one of the deficits, and I've mentioned this numerous times on here, is children nowadays or people nowadays is they listen and like all of a sudden Spotify will, we've made a playlist based on your interest. And I want to listen to this artist, and they give you like 2 tracks from that artist and 16 other artists that sound like them, which is great. It's exposing you to more people, which is great, but you're missing listening to all the music from the one particular artist. And this was always my issue with the streaming and the downloading is all of a sudden people will gravitate to the hits, which are great, and then they ignore all the deep cuts. And I think that's where the golden music is. It's it's the art music in behind everything else. And it may not speak to everyone, but if you find that kind of diamond in the rough, it might speak to you and it might be your favorite song.
I was going to say, how do you know if you can't listen to it, right?
Yeah.
it's true.
Or choose not to listen to it.
And think about what we're using right now to record this. So
I know. I know. And unfortunately, with the streaming, it doesn't benefit the artists because they're not getting paid.
No.
It takes so many streams for them to even make $5,000
Yeah.
or something. Like they used to
Yeah,
make
it's
money on.
ridiculously stupid.
And that's why you see, I hate to say it, but that's why tours are more money. Concert tickets are more money. It is the fact of they're not making their revenue now on what they record. They're making something. They get music out there, but they make it from the tour now.
Which is that's
opposite.
that's the complete 180 is because what it was before is an artist used to go on tour to increase album sales.
Exactly.
And the tour was almost at a loss just to get you out there for people to see you, to hear you, buy
And
your
then
music.
And
Don't
get you to
have to
buy the
do it,
music, yeah.
Nowadays, the streaming and everything's out there for you to hear the music, to go and see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need it the same way. Now you're buying a bigger product, which
Now
is
you're
way more
big enough,
Yeah,
expensive.
exactly.
But you're buying an experience. Like if you find the right band, artist, or whatever, some of those shows,
Venue even.
some of those shows are truly worth it because it's a once in a lifetime experience and it's amazing. Other ones are
Not so much.
because of people's, I'm going to say greed, the demand towards it lessens what it is. Like there's people that have gone and paid a fortune, and it probably was a good show,
But was it worth that
but
much?
because they paid so much, it sours.
It set the precedent.
It sours how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate that because then it puts it into the market of only the rich can
Exactly.
see, and they wouldn't be appreciative. Not like some would, but they wouldn't necessarily be appreciative of what you're seeing there. Where someone that could only afford a $30 ticket would be the best person in the world to have in that experience because they're the true fan.
Yeah.
Having lots
Agreed.
of money, having lots of money does not make you a true fan. It just means you can afford it. Like
Yes, exactly.
It's true.
That's my biggest beef too.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't.
Somebody's angry over there.
I don't. In my opinion, I think this will probably be it.
Yeah.
This is the
The final
way.
frontier.
This is the final frontier, but I could be wrong. But
it could just
I
be
don't know.
more
I've seen
reinventions.
so many changes in our lifetime.
Yeah, we
Another reason
have.
our generation's so angry. I've seen so many changes in our lifetime. I can't say that this would be it.
No.
Yeah.
What about just
Same.
reinventions? It's reinventions of the same thing, or like the wheel over and over again. But
Like
just
record players, like records are.
Like certain
Yeah.
things will come back. Like I think streaming at some point may back off.
Yeah.
So it may go to a physical media, or there may be another way of producing it. What it is, I'm not that technical savvy to know where it would go from here.
Yeah.
But I cannot say this would be the last.
Probably not, but I go into Sunrise Records and holy crow, the records.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And there's lots of selection. And then
Yeah.
you go down to CDs and there's a few.
There's a few, but it's mostly.
I haven't
records,
seen
yeah.
any tapes yet, but I know they are coming
They are
out.
They're out
coming
there.
out.
I've heard a few people come
Yeah.
cassettes. Cassettes is a hard thing. I love my cassettes. I have my cassettes. It's harder. Like obviously, I do have a cassette player. I could play them. It's just that means actually bringing it out, hooking it up,
Yeah.
putting it on. Obviously,
What do you mean hooking it up? You plug it into the wall.
well, you gotta. It's old technology. You can't play just from the cassette player. You got to hook it to an amp, and then.
Well, we have an amp.
I know, I do. I just there's a
I
lot
never
more
had an
involved.
amp, and I played my cassettes.
Yes,
The one
well,
we have
because, like,
has- yeah, you have to have an amp for this one.
Yeah. And
It's
I don't,
like the,
I don't even know if you
record
can
player
get
one,
tape.
kind of like that, where you have to
now.
plug it into the thing.
you can.
Yeah.
Can you get tape decks?
You can get tape deck. You got to
Yeah.
find it in the right place. But it's much like even trying to find a CD player nowadays. It's few and far
Yeah,
between.
you can find a record player though, no problem.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, yes.
But that's why I was saying,
And they're
have you
expensive,
tested
too.
the tape deck? Because I mean, we bought that at A&B Sound.
So you bought that at Visions.
Was it Visions? I thought it was A&B Sound.
I think that one was. I don't know. I bought the.
At least Visions is still
if
around.
it's an electronic company, I probably bought it from you.
Yeah, right? It's the last surviving.
Was it? What was it? JVC or is it Pioneer?
That's JVC.
JVC.
Everything. Most everything else is
Everything else is
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Yeah,
Okay.
which you don't even see it anymore. Very, very rarely.
Well, see,
They're out there. I've seen it, but
that's another thing. Is like the home theater system nowadays
Is not like what it used
is
to.
completely changed as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that sound bar thing. That was stupid.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people got to is soundbar and
We went back
I remember
to
when
our,
I bought mine.
we went back to our surround sound because I hated the sound bar. And the
Wow.
sound bar didn't even last a year. And our surround sound is still kicking. Pioneer.
Pioneer. Yeah.
Yeah.
With RCA TVs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
we
it's
have an
Samsung,
RCA
but-
TV in the other room.
I know.
Is
That's what it used to be.
Oh,
yeah.
it is probably.
It was always Pioneer and RCA TVs.
Yeah.
and
Okay, so
now it's Samsung TVs. And
Okay,
LG.
so if we're talking technology, I got to go to this. Is so when I first moved out on my own, I thought the greatest piece of technology, I bought the greatest piece of technology out there. And it was pretty much an old hotel television because it was a television and a radio.
okay.
Do you guys remember
Amazing.
that? I remember that TV.
I
Was
love
that the TV that I watered and killed?
That is the TV water. I love that TV though. It was amazing because you obviously can watch TV,
Yeah.
but you could turn the TV off and just literally turn the radio
Radio
on.
one. Interesting. I don't remember ever seeing
I
that.
don't remember that. Yeah.
It was fugly. It was $50, and it's what we could afford at the time.
Hey,
And it was worth it.
And it weighed like 100 pounds.
That
Well,
sucks,
that's everything then,
oh,
dude.
it's like the TV that I used to have, the 27-inch that my dad bought. That thing weighed a ton because you have the tubes in the back. And,
Yeah.
And now you can buy
Mom just got rid of her tube TV a couple of years ago.
but now you can buy a 55-inch and it's light as can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, very droppable.
crazy.
Flat screen.
Okay, well,
whatever.
like I said, going back, old technology and stuff like this. Obviously, we were talking how we had records
Yeah.
and 8-tracks
Yeah.
and stuff like this. So, for a stereo, for myself in my room, like most kids, had those little cabinet stereos,
Yep.
couple little speakers, and no, I had the family and that big.
The big
Cabinet.
cabinet.
Granny cabinet.
And so, like, we're
the
talking.
record
So
player
it had
there
like the
and
record
there's
player on
stereo.
top and the
It-
huge speakers.
It was
and-
like 6 feet across.
Yeah.
It's
had
called a
speak-
stereo.
Yeah, had
Yeah.
speakers built into it.
Yeah.
It had the turntable on it.
Yeah.
Had
8-track.
the 8-track
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
And then I
and weighed
had
about a ton.
I had
Harriet.
the adapter so you could put regular cassettes into the 8-track, and that's how I played my music. And this is in my bedroom. So
my
I literally had a bed, a dresser,
this cabinet.
and this cabinet. That was my room.
Guess what didn't move with us?
Right? I can't imagine why.
I don't know why.
I have nowhere to put it, but that would have been cool to have. But
I guess. I don't know. It didn't come with us from that first
I know,
move.
I know.
Did it stay there?
It's- I don't even know what we did
I
with
don't
it.
know what we did with it.
I remember it.
I do remember
Yeah.
it.
It was awesome.
It was.
I can get you one off Marketplace if you really have to have one.
Yeah, I'm sure they're out there.
Oh yeah, they would be out there.
Say, come
Didn't
on,
they come with a TV sometimes too? No, it's just
they
a
had
strip.
bar areas.
There
Yeah.
was there was the old TVs,
Yeah.
and those
Yeah.
ones are black and white. But there was the old TVs, which was a big cabinet box,
Yeah.
and there were sleeker models or whatever. But I remember the one, and it was another thing. It was probably only like a 13-inch screen.
Yeah.
But the box is huge.
Once again, the box was probably at least 4 feet wide.
Yes.
You know, the actual like screen for the monitor, like the thing probably weighed 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
Easy.
there was no way one person could lift this thing.
No.
That's why they were on wheels.
Some, if you were lucky, you got the ones on wheels.
They mostly were on wheels.
Nah.
Or you had the thing where you put the TV on it and it was on wheels.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we had one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, we did too. It was ugly.
Never had one.
As so many things were back
Yeah.
then.
See,
And if the TVs weren't on, you push people
that
on
takes
it.
me back. Okay, because so obviously I had that stuff in my room. I had my little, what was it, 8-inch black and white TV. Wasn't even color. Black and white TV and an old Commodore 64 that used to
geez.
play video games on cassette tape.
Yep.
It took you 20 minutes to load a game to play it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We didn't even have the Commodore 64 because Roger was cheap. We had the VIC-20.
I don't even know what that is. We had
That
the,
was like the step below the Commodore 64.
Oh, we had Texas Instruments.
I had a Gemini, so
We had the one that was sold by Bill Cosby. He did the commercials for Texas
Wasn't your
Instruments.
Gemini? Wasn't that the
I remember
offshoot
those.
of Atari?
Yeah, yeah. Still have it.
yeah, because you had the joystick on top, and then you had the rotary part on the bottom, and
Yeah.
play. Was it Frogger and
Pong.
Pong? Yeah, Donkey Kong.
Oh, you kids
I
think
loved
you're
Donkey
good with
Kong.
your video games? You play a game on Pong and like no nets or whatever, so just open backhand on the other side.
Yep.
You young whippersnappers, you'll never beat me at this game.
Yeah.
Nope.
So yeah.
Have
The
So
good old days.
yeah. So,
So
I
sorry,
just-
what was the point?
what was the point?
Just totally
What was
lost
the point?
point.
Was streaming the
It-
final.
it was-
trying to
it's
stream the
a-
final.
it's-
That's
fight.
the
That's
technology.
it's
of
about
the day
technology.
is,
It
will
is
this
about
be the
technology.
end?
I saw
Will this
somebody
be the
ask
last?
it.
Yeah.
So somebody that I follow online.
Yeah.
He asked it, and so I thought I would.
I mean, it's a good question.
Don't know.
We don't know.
With the way technology is advanced, like
You never know.
if you think about this, right? So we talk about the records. The records were invented 150 years ago, and to see how much has changed in that 150 years, I think I'd be silly to think we've maxed out.
Yeah. Same.
Yep.
Yeah. So the next thing it'll be like a scratch and win musical thing. Scratch it, and the song plays, but each song costs you like $50.
No, it'll probably be a chip in the
God, I
brain.
hope
and
not.
Probably be a chip in the brain, and we'll all be in
Chip in the
our
brain.
old folks' home, and we'll all be sitting there rocking out to.
And you get it wet, and we'll all be spazzing because we're shorting out. That's all, folks.
Screw that. We go to the old age home. We're going to dig up the antiques we grew up with.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to fill the room with actual speakers, like not this little sound
It'd be a
bar
pretty
thing. It's going to
rocking,
be a speaker.
Speaker wall.
Has anybody seen Back to the Future? You know that was
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Put it to overdrive. We're set.
It won't matter because we'll all be so deaf. We're just feeling for vibrations.
That's right.
right.
Got to bring back the 80s somehow. Here we go.
That's right. And with that, we'll catch you on the B-side.
Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable. Please like and comment where you listen to the podcast, and make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter, and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. Until next time.